All right. Let's try this again. Now we have audio.
Now that you have audio?
Yeah, now that we have audio. So don't adjust your audio settings in the morning and then make 35 videos with it. Don't do it. I strongly don't recommend it. Because otherwise your videos don't come out. That's all.
Right.
So yeah, this is we're gonna try that. We're trying a new thing. We're gonna try side by side where we're gonna play Magic right next to each other. We have Saruman the White versus Megatron. While you're still finishing that, I'm gonna go on Megatron. My commander is Megatron. Megatron Tyrant. He is a legendary artifact creature, subtype robot. He has a mana value of 6, where it's a red, white, black, and Mardu colors with 3 colorless. He has an activated ability, More Than Meets the Eye. The activated ability happens instead of casting. When you do so, he comes onto the battlefield on the backside, converted, where on the backside he is titled Megatron Destructive Force. So he has that More Than Meets the Eye activated ability. Your opponents can't cast spells during combat on your turn. And then at the beginning of your post-combat main phase, you may convert Megatron. If you do, you get to add a colorless mana for each 1 life your opponents have lost this turn. That's while he's on this side, you get to do that. So I would go to combat, I'd swing with him, and then I would convert him to generate that mana based off how much life somebody's lost. While Megatron is Megatron Destructive Force, he is a legendary artifact vehicle with living metal. For as long as it's my turn, he is a creature. But he is not a creature on other people's turns. He doesn't have any crew or anything like that while he's on this side as a vehicle. However, he has the activated ability he has the triggered ability whenever Megatron attacks. You may sacrifice another artifact. When you do, Megatron deals damage equal to the sacrificed mana value to a target creature. If any amount of damage is excess, that would be dealt to that creature this way. Instead, that damage is dealt to that creature's controller. And then you convert Megatron. So that means in order to convert him back, I have to deal excess damage. So I have to make sure I hit hard and hit fast. Otherwise, he doesn't convert.
Yeah, he's pretty much just a siege cannon for every missile that is actually a mana rock.
Take a mana rock, throw it at your face, and see what happens.
Yeah. Mine is Saruman the White Hand. Whenever I cast a non-creature spell, I'll amass orcs. So pretty much I'll get an army. It is an orc. And the amount of +1/+1s goes on that army is the cost of that non-creature spell. Orcs and goblins have Ward 2.
Right on. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and draw my hand. I think we should roll to see who goes first. Thanks.
So
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
if we're going to roll, I'm going to roll over and show my tummy.
Oh, jeez, I got a 9.
Because I am not confident in this matchup. 19!
Oh, you go first. All right. He says he's not confident in the matchup, and he rolls 19.
Sheesh. Oh, man.
I will indeed keep this hand.
We'll play... This land goes into play tapped. It's Crumbling Necropolis. It taps for blue, black, or red. I will pass.
Cool. I'm going to go ahead and untap everything, and I will draw a card. We're playing with friendly land rules, right?
I guess. What is your friendly land rule? Explain to these people.
When we play friendly, we like to play friendly with each other, and I'm going to play Boros Garrison. These are lands that when they enter the battlefield, you return a land to your hand. Since I have no other land, we have it just enter the battlefield tapped, and that's okay.
Well, technically, when you play it, it goes on the stack, and there's nothing on the field, so then it enters.
Technically, you'd have to remove the one that you played. That's on Genie's competition rules, but that's because we're playing
There is
friendly.
nothing on the field. Okay. That's
Cool. I will pass.
Untap, draw. I will play Mines of Moria, goes in play tapped, and pass.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and untap my land. I'm going to go ahead and draw a card. I'm going to go ahead and play Exotic Orchard. It does not enter the battlefield tap, but it taps for any mana color that my opponent's lands could produce. What colors can you produce?
Blue, black, red.
Blue, black, red. All 3 of them? Nice. I'm going to go ahead and tap for a black, and then I'll tap for these two. And I'm going to go ahead and play Foundry Inspector. Artifact spells I cast cost one less to cast. And then I will pass.
Untap. Draw. Play an island. I will tap black and two others. First Nazgul on the field. I will have the ring tempt me, and then when I get tempted by the ring, Wraiths will get +1/+1 counter. All Wraiths.
Ooh, very nice.
If I could find my ring. That is all I'm going to do. I will pass.
All right. While you're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and untap everything. I will go ahead and draw a card. I'm going to go ahead and play a Rocky Tar Pit. It's going to enter the battlefield tapped. Then I'll go ahead and tap for 1, 2, and 3 to go ahead and cast my commander for his activated cost to go ahead and bring on Megatron, Destructive Force. Then I'll go ahead and proceed on to combat, and I'm going to go ahead and swing at you with a 3/2.
I'll take 3 because I only have a 2/3.
Oh, you're taking 3. There we are. Let's see, maybe if I actually put my mouse in the right spot. Let's see, there we are. Oh, no, not me.
Yeah, you could totally take that.
No.
That'd be great.
I am okay with not taking 3. 1, 2, 3. Cool.
Anything else?
Nope, that should do it.
I will untap, draw. I will play a Restless Reef. Goes into play tapped. It taps for a blue or a black, or I can pay a blue and a black and two others. Until end of turn, Restless Reef becomes a 4/4 blue and black shark. Creatures with death touch, and is still a land. Whenever Restless Reef attacks, target player mills 4 cards.
Cool.
I'm going to tap black and two others. And you know what? Here's another Nazgul. We're going to get another tempted by the ring, and all Nazguls will get a +1/+1. And you know what? That's going to trigger the other one, where they also get +1/+1.
Oh man, I might be in trouble actually.
So this will go to 3, this will go to 2. And I am going to swing.
I don't have any blockers. Megatron is not a creature while he's on your turn.
No, I'm going to draw and discard a card, as that is what I have to do with the ring. And I am going to discard Escape Tunnel land.
How much damage am I taking?
You are taking 4 damage.
1, 2, 3, 4. Ew. All right.
I will pass.
Cool. I'm going to go ahead and untap everything. I'm going to go ahead and draw a card. Oh, nice. I'm going to go ahead and play Nomad Outpost. It's going to enter the battlefield tapped. And then I will go ahead and tap and sack Rocky Tar Pit to go ahead and search my library for a swamp or a mountain card and put that onto the battlefield tapped. I do apologize. Usually I'd pass at this point, but it doesn't necessarily enter the battlefield tapped, and I could potentially use it, and I may actually do want to use it. So I'm just going to search for one of those lands. And we'll just have to see what we have. Yes, I am going to find one. I thought I would. And yes, I will go ahead and pay 2 life so it does not enter the battlefield tapped. I'm going to bring Godless Shrine. When this enters battlefield, I may pay 2 life. If I don't, it enters the battlefield tapped. So I will go ahead and pay 2 life. It is a Plains Swamp. Would you like to cut?
Cut.
Alright. Then I'm going to go ahead and tap for 4. And then I'm going to cast Mishra, claimed by Jix. It states, whenever I attack, each opponent loses X life and I gain X life, where X is the number of attacking creatures I control. If Mishra, claimed by Jix and a creature by the name of Phyrexian Dragon Engine are attacking, and I own both of them and I control both of them, I exile them together, and then I meld them together while they are in exile, and then they return back to the battlefield, tapped and attacking as a giant, big, fancy creature.
All right.
What's the power toughness of your creatures?
I have a 3/4 Death Touch.
You have a 3/4.
The other one is 10.
That does not help me out a whole lot. I'm not feeling confident with those numbers there. So I will actually go ahead and pass.
All right. Untap. Draw. Gee. You know, I'm going to tap black and 2 others. Might as well do another one. Nazgul.
You suck.
You
suck.
This was going to get +1, and this was going to go another +1. This was going to go +1. And then it's going to happen again for a second time. And then again for the 3rd time.
Big and stumpy.
Okay. I will then swing a 7/8 Death Touch. I will draw and discard a card.
All right.
Let's go with discarding Fall of Kyrandros. Would you like to block? That creature would have to be sacrificed at the end of combat.
Sure. I will go ahead and block with Mr. Claim by Jix.
Okay.
When I do so, I'll sacrifice him because he will die anyways, no matter what. So.
You're right. I just kind of wish I had another land. Oh wait, I did draw a land. I will play a land at my second main phase. It's Rogue's Passage, and then I will pass.
Cool. I'm going to go ahead and untap everything, and then I'm going to go ahead and draw a card. I'm going to play Akram Refuge. It's going to enter the battlefield tapped. And then I'll go ahead and... This isn't looking good for me. I'll just go ahead and pass.
Alright. I'll untap. Draw. Gosh. Let's go with black, blue, red, and 2. Let's go. In the Darkness, bind them. I'm going to create a 3/3 Wraith creature token with Menace. The ring will tempt me again. All the wraiths will go up again. Let's see, it's going to trigger once. Twice. And 3 times. And now the ring is fully tempted. Whenever the ring bearer deals combat damage to a player, each opponent loses 3 life. This is at 1. I will be swinging a... That's going to be a 10 Nazgul with Death Touch.
Okay. I'm going to take 13 damage.
And then an additional 3.
Yeah.
I will draw a card and discard a card.
I'm going to take the 10 plus an additional 3.
I am discarding the Mouth of Sauron.
Alright.
I will pass.
I'm going to go ahead and untap everything. I'm going to go ahead and draw a card. Alright. Here we go. Now we're cooking with Crisco. I'm going to tap for 1. Or we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to play Sneak Attack.
Sneak attack? What are you sneaking?
I'm going to go ahead and Sneak Attack a Cityscape Leveler. It's going to enter the battlefield. It has haste. Then I'm going to go ahead and move on to combat. When I move on to combat, I'm going to go ahead and swing with Megatron Tyrant, and I'm going to swing with Cityscape Leveler. When I declare these as attackers, I'm going to have a whole bunch of triggers go off. The very first trigger that's going to go off is, what's your biggest Nazgul?
It's going to be my 10-11.
We will go ahead and we're going to do the ones that aren't tapped. We're going to destroy that guy right there. That big one.
So, the 9-10.
The 9-10. We're going to destroy the 9-10.
Okay.
And how big is this one?
That is going to be a 7/8.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and then sacrifice my Cityscape Leveler, and then he's going to deal 8 damage to your Wraith there.
Okay, my 6 Wraith token.
You're going to take 2 damage to the face.
I would take 2 damage to my face.
That's going to convert Megatron, and Megatron is now going to be swinging at you as a 7/5.
7/5. I will block with a 7/8.
All right, Megatron dice. And then I will go ahead and pass.
All right. I will untap. My Saga will go up to 2. I will get my Wraith. I will get tempted by the ring. And I will have +1/+1. Put on all Wraiths. And then it will happen a second time. And then I'll go to draw step, draw. Thinking I should tap. I'll tap Minds of Moria. Play Soul Ring. Then we'll do a black. Tap in the Soul Ring for 2. There's another Nazgul. So we'll put a +1/+1. I can't particularly put a ring on any others right now. This will proc. +1/+1s on all. And then it will happen a second time. This goes up. This goes up. And then it happens a third time. Oh, gee. You know what? I'm going to tap a black and 2 more. Hey, there's another Nazgul.
Did you really draw all of them?
No, I only draw 5 of them.
Only 5 of them. Every card. What are you doing? Like sitting in the bathroom, like stacking them like that? Freaking gay. What kind of gay crap is this?
I'm sorry. This is the worst I've seen this happen.
This is beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful.
Oh, gee. This will happen. That's 1, 2. Oh, this is over. 3. Sheesh. Oh. 4. There's another one here, another die. Okay. That is just crazy. And you got 1 blocker.
I do have 1 blocker.
And you got 21 life.
I got 21 life.
Well, this one is.
That one has summoning sickness. That one has summoning sickness. This one, because you play 2 of them this turn.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'll send 2 Nazguls. I have to draw and discard 1.
All right. What's the power toughness of each of them?
Discard. Inherited envelope. This is gonna be 6, 12, 18. That's a 19, 20, and it's a 16, 17.
16, 17. Well, I can't have that, so I'm going to go ahead and tap for 1. I'm going to play Sundering Titan with my sneak attack. When I do so, when he enters the battlefield and leaves the battlefield, I get to choose a land card of each basic land type, and then I get to destroy those lands. Okay, we'll destroy that one.
There's an island.
We'll destroy...
It doesn't have a type.
Choose a land of each basic land type.
It is not basics.
You don't have any basics, so we'll get rid of that island.
You got rid of my island.
Yep, and then I'll go ahead and block them both, and they'll both go to the graveyard. And I won't take any damage.
Frustrating.
Anything else you'd like to do for turn?
Nope, that is all I can do.
I'll go ahead and untap everything.
Nope, that's all.
Okay.
I have to actually deal damage to you to make something happen.
Sure do. I want to play a land for turn. I'll go ahead and tap for 7. And then I'm going to go ahead and play Wake the Past. I'm going to return all my artifacts that are in the graveyard to the battlefield.
Oh!
With haste.
Sheesh.
When this one enters the battlefield, I can destroy target non-land permanent. We'll destroy that one. It does have haste. When this one enters the battlefield, I can destroy one of each basic land type.
I don't have any more
You don't have
basics.
any more basic land types, but that's okay. I'll go ahead and swing with my Leveler. And I'll go ahead and swing with Megatron. When I go ahead and swing with Megatron, I'll go ahead. What's the power toughness of this one?
There's a 8-9.
That's an 8-9. And this one?
That's a 5-6.
And this one?
That is a 12-12.
Okay. I'll go ahead and swing with Sundering Titan. Yeah, I'll swing with Sundering Titan as well. But I'm going to sacrifice him. So he's going to leave the battlefield. He's going to do his trigger, but it's not going to do very much. But we'll go ahead and deal 8 damage to that guy, sending that back to the graveyard.
Show you 3 excess damage.
Yeah, you're going to have 3 damage get sent to you. Then we'll go ahead and destroy that bad boy.
With what effect?
With his attack effect.
Attack effect?
Yeah.
It's dealing.
Oh, wait, is that an...
It's 12-12.
That's a 12. Yeah, we'll destroy it. Yeah, we'll destroy that one. That's just a simple destroy.
I thought what's the wording on
Whenever you cast a spell, whenever Cityscape Boulevard attacks, destroy up to 1 target non-land permanent.
Okay.
Just simple destroy. Yep. You got an 8-8 and you got a 7-5 coming at you.
I block your 7-5 with a 8-9.
And an 8-9. Okay, cool. Megatron will go ahead and go to the
I will
the
take.
command zone.
I take 8 damage.
He'll take 8. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And Cityscape Boulevard stays on the battlefield?
Yes, because nothing blocked it.
Cool. I will pass.
Frustrating. Okay. Well, I will untap. My saga will go up to 3. I get another Wraith. Goes on the field. And I will also get tempted by the ring. I'll start with 2. This will go up 2. And this will go up 2. And then I'll draw for turn. I'll have Helm's Deep come into play. It is a legendary land, taps for 1 red. Or I can pay a red and tap it. Target legendary creature gains first strike until end of turn. I'm going to be having this Nazgul. Have the Ring Bearer. It is considered legendary.
Cool.
Well, that is the Ring Bearer. You got 1 blocker?
I got 1 blocker.
I will tap 1, 2, 3, 4, and Rogue's Passage, making this 10, 11, be unblockable this turn, and then this legendary Nazgul have first strike until end of turn.
Alright.
And I have some 6.
Cool. I will go ahead and block your biggest guy with my 3-2. He's going to die. And then I will have to take the 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll have to take the 10.
Right.
Cool. Anything else?
Nope, that's all.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and untap everything. I'm going to go ahead and draw a card.
This is your last turn.
For what?
Just saying.
Okay. Yeah.
Go ahead. Do something.
I'm going to go ahead and play this. It's going to enter the battlefield tapped. I'm going to go ahead and tap for 3. And then tap for 4. I'm going to cast this. I prevent all damage that would be dealt to artifacts I control. And I'll go ahead and cast Megatron.
Ugh.
I'll swing Cityscape Boulevard. I'll destroy that guy.
You suck. There goes all my Nazgul army.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I'll pass. Oh, wait. I did have artifact creature enter the battlefield, so I get to draw a card.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my turn.
I will untap. Draw. Play mountain. This will resolve. For each opponent gain control up to one target creature that player controls until end of turn. Untap those creatures, they gain haste until end of turn. And then ring Champ Speed.
Alright.
I'd like to pick your untap because I can't pick this non-creature.
You're going to pick my untapped?
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to kill me?
And then, if there's anything really make it unblockable, kill you with your own weapons.
That was quite successful. That was close. That was freaking close. That was freaking AIDS. You've never gotten that many in a row, though. You've never gotten that many in a row.
I've never got that many Nazguls in a row.
Should we try 2 out of 3? Can you repeat it? Can you repeat getting that many Nazguls and not being cluttered by all the instants and sorceries?
That was interesting. Back to back.
Alright.
Well, it's like I only started with 2 Nazguls that they had.
So we'll do 2 out of 3. Let's see what happens.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go.
Shuffle these in again.
Getting that many Nazguls back to back, bullcrap.
I know.
I don't think you can repeat it.
I don't think so either. I'm like, that's not what this deck does. It's not doing this.
Actually, that's what it was supposed to do when you were first making it, if I recall. I told you, put the creature types, make everything rates, because the probability of them coming out was going to be so freaking high, because you wanted them to stack on each other. That's the way they're supposed to work.
Yes.
But when I played it, it was like...
But there's so many other races other than the Nazguls.
Yeah.
It shouldn't have been that way. The whole point is just to get a whole lot more temptations.
Alright.
Because really, Nazgul is only a buff to this. It's not really supposed to be the main part of it.
No, the Nazguls should be the main part, if you want to be honest. That's why I was thinking you would actually take the 7/6 commander. Because, if you can make him like a Wraith or something, then you're buffing him as well. But, yeah, if you're doing Sauron the Dark Lord, but...
Yeah. Only 7/6, I'd do the 9/9. Damn it.
Right.
If I'm going to be able to change him into a Wraith, might as well make the 5/5 Orc army that I usually would make with that 9/9, no?
Yeah. Well, I lost, so I think it's fair I go first.
You choose to go first.
Yeah.
If you don't like to go first, that's fine too.
Actually, I'm going to mulligan.
That's fine too.
I like those cards, but I need land. And that one's not going to work either. I need to do
another weave.
Yeah, I need to do another weave.
Whoa!
That's the second hand in a row. With about 36 lands or so, that was the second hand in a row I got no lands. So that means they're all clumped together somewhere. I gotta weed them out.
He needs weed.
Oh, are you doing a full mulligan too?
I don't know. I didn't even look at my cards. I'm making sure those Nazguls are well shuffled.
Not clumped together?
Yes, because I would have liked at least Lord of the Nazgul. That would be even better. Because that was a great setup if I ever even played that Lord of the Nazgul. Their base would have went from a 2/2 to a 9/9 with all those +1/+1s on them. Well, that would have been evil.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's try this again. Right, there we go. Gotta draw my 7 cards. 1 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, this is a better hand. Yeah, we'll keep this one.
Yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
Why not?
Because.
You only need 4 mana. What happened?
No, I got 4 mana. That's fine.
You cast Megatron like 4 times, didn't you?
I only cast him twice. I returned the other 3.
You returned him from the grave for free. Yes.
Yeah. I needed his sack mechanic, that's for certain. Alright. We can go like that. That's what you lost.
Wow! He puts Crinkle Mod Boss on the bottom of the bidet.
Alright.
That's almost as bad as in Soul Ring, man. I only have 2 goblins, and that's one of them.
You really need more than that.
I will keep this hand.
I'm going to keep. I'll go first, yeah.
Yes, if that's what you want.
I'm going to go ahead and play Geothermal Bog. Expand to Alpha Tap. I'll pass.
I will draw. Interesting. I play the Dead Marshes. Each land is a swamp in addition to its other land types. It's already a swamp. Great.
I wish. I wish that would actually have helped me.
I will pass.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and untap. I'll draw a card. Oh, no friggin' way. I'm going to play Lorehold. Campus going to spell for tap. I'll tap for 1. I'll go ahead and play Soul Ring. Unfortunately, that's all it can do. I'll pass to you.
Soul Ring. I will draw.
Don't sound too upset about it. And because that makes all my land swamps in addition to their types, that makes them also tap for the swamp because you're changing the type.
Yes.
You're giving it a basic land type.
Yes. I'm going to play Swamp.
So swamp.
Swamp. Probably shouldn't be doing this, but sure. I will pass.
Alright, I'm going to untap everything. I'm going to go ahead and draw a card. I'm going to go ahead and play Windscarred Craig. It's into Battlefield. Tap, I'll gain a life. And then I'm going to go ahead and tap for 1, 2, and 3. And I'm going to play Planter of Orthonic. I'll go ahead and move on to my end step. I'm going to go ahead and put a counter on this. I'm going to scry 2.
I thought I was playing Lord of the Rings.
Not anymore, I guess. I'm going to put that one on top and that one on the bottom. Do I mill a card or do I draw a card?
You always will mill.
I always will mill? You know how dangerous that is.
Oh, fine. Draw your 1 card.
You're going to let me draw? Alright.
I know. High cost.
I'll go ahead and I'll pass for turn.
I wish. I'll have Smoldering Marsh going to play tap. Because I don't control 2 or more basics. I wish I did. And I will pass.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and untap everything. I'm going to draw a card. I'm going to go ahead and tap for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'll cast my commander for his activated cost. Then I'm going to go ahead and play Orzhov Balasica. It's going to enter the battlefield tapped, and then I'll return a land card from the battlefield to my hand. Then I'm going to go ahead and add a counter to Planter Orthonic. I'll scry 2 for my end step. We'll put these back on top in that order. Would you like me to mill 2 cards or draw a card?
I'll let you draw.
You want to let me draw?
Yeah.
You sure you don't want to mill?
No.
I thought you said always mill.
I know. But then it's like, hey, you got like a 12 cost, like whatever golems.
What's wrong with it?
I don't like to get hit with 12 damage in one face.
I like it when you get accepted by getting hit with 12 damage in one face. I'll go ahead and pass to you.
Untapping. Wow. I'm going to have Sulphur Falls go into play untapped because my Smoldering Marsh is a mountain. And I will tap a blue and a black. Which is Megatron's already on the field.
He is.
You know what? We'll do this. I'll do 4. I'm going to play my commander. And I'll pass.
All right. Now your commander is a little on the tough side, isn't he? What's his toughness?
He is a 2/5.
All right. I'm going to untap everything. I'll draw a card. I'm going to go ahead and play One Sacred Crag. It's going to enter the battlefield tapped and will gain a life.
Somebody's have to gain a life.
And you said he was a toughness of what?
2/5.
He's a 2/5. That is quite expensive.
You're telling me.
That's going to make it so that I have to. I'm going to tap for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yes. And I'm going to go ahead and play Gilded Lotus. And then I'm going to tap for 1, 2, 3, and 4 to go ahead and play Luminous Brood Moth. It has, whenever a creature I control without flying dies, I can return that creature to the battlefield underneath its owner's control with a flying counter on it. I don't really see any reason not to do this. No, I can't. I'm not going to do it. Not quite yet. But I will go ahead and add a counter here, and I'm going to go ahead and scry 2. And I'll just put those back up on top. Do I mill 3 cards, or do I draw a card?
You just draw 1 card.
Just draw 1 card. All right. I'll pass to you.
We'll untap. Draw. I will play Edora's Capital of Rohan, or otherwise as Hammerheim. Taps for a red, or I can tap it. Target creature loses all landwalk abilities until end of turn. I am going to tap 5. Play Coat of Arms. That'll trigger my commander. I'll make an army of 5/5.
Ooh, very nice.
How much is your moth?
It's 3/4.
Okay. I will pass.
Cool. I'm going to go ahead and untap everything. And then I'm going to go ahead and draw a card. I'm going to go ahead and play Mountain for turn. Then I'm going to tap for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I need a 6. We'll tap this one for the 6th. I'm going to play Noxious Gearhulk. When he enters the battlefield, I get to destroy another target creature. If a creature is destroyed this way, I gain life equal to its toughness. I'm going to destroy your commander.
Of course you will.
And I will gain 5 life. Then I'll go ahead and move on to combat. And I'm going to swing at you with Megatron. When I do, I'll sacrifice Gearhulk. I'm going to deal 6 damage, because he's got a mana value of 6, to your creature, causing you to lose 1 life.
1 excess damage.
1 excess damage. Then for my second main phase, in the middle of that trigger, or I should say as part of the resolution of that reflexive, he converts into a 7/5, causing you to lose 7 damage in commander.
Right.
And then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Boom. Then I'll convert Megatron back, so I gain 8 floating mana. And then I'll tap for 2 more to go ahead and play Ancient Stone Idol. Sacrifice that colorless mana. Oh, actually, I'm going to tap that for 3 more reds, or 3 blacks. I'm going to spend one of those blacks and one of the floating reds here, because I'm going to use that to pay for some of that, to cast for the activated cost. Flame War Streetwise Operative. It's got Living Metal, it's got Menace and Death Touch. It's a 2/1, but it's not a creature anymore because I'll move on to my end step. I'm going to go ahead and add a counter there. I'm going to look at the top 2 cards of my library. And put them back up on top in any order. Now, do I mill 4 cards or do I draw a card?
Just draw a card, please.
I will draw a card. And then I'll pass.
Of course you will. Untap, draw. Ew. No, this is just a bad hand combination.
Noxious Gear Hulk was supposed to come back.
Okay.
And I would have to destroy another target creature. I'll destroy Megatron so he comes back.
Well, you have to destroy a creature? It's required?
And will destroy another target creature, yeah.
Wow.
And I would have had to gain, I'll gain 5 life, but Megatron would come back.
Why would he come back?
Because he would die like this, he would return like this, and then he would convert.
And why would you pick him? Because he's not a creature at that stage.
No, he is, because he stays a creature throughout the duration of my turn. But now Megatron has a flying counter.
I thought you flipped him.
Sorry. Let me re-explain the trigger from the turn. Okay, so these weren't here, right? This is all I had. So I swung at you with Megatron.
Yes.
And then I sacrificed this to destroy a creature, right?
He was 7 when it hit me?
Correct. Now, Brood Moth, so he's a 7/5 when he hits you. Brood Moth says, if a creature you control would die, return it to the battlefield underneath its owner's control with a flying counter on it. So then he has to return, but he now has a flying counter on him. And that, when he enters, now I have to destroy a target permanent I control, which is Megatron. So Megatron would then die, and he now returns to the battlefield with a flying counter because he's on this side. And then I convert him anyways to go ahead and get my mana.
Okay.
It's a lot of triggers. It was just a crazy amount. I'm going to use these for the flying counters, but I would have another 5 life as a result. But I have to pick something, and then I would go onto those phases and create those.
Okay.
Hope that makes sense.
It makes some sense now, yes.
Yeah, so I do apologize.
Forgive the audience that he talks faster than we would like.
Oh, frick. I also think faster than most people are like.
Whoa. Put a hit in Necropolis, goes on play tapped. I really wish I could have done this earlier. I can't. Okay, play tap of blue, black, and 2 others. Like Grima, Saruman's Footman. Grima, Saruman's Footman can't be blocked. When Grima deals combat damage to a player, that player exiles cards from the top of their library until they exile an instant or sorcery card, which I doubt there is much in there, but sure. You may cast that card without paying its mana cost. Then that player puts their exiled cards that weren't cast this way on the bottom in random order.
Yikes.
Yeah, I just don't think that you got more monsters than spells. That's what I'm afraid of. I can't do anything. Pass.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and untap everything.
Or technically, he has more throwable ammunition.
It's like an animal. It's, from my experience, has a tendency to reload, not eat. There we go. Those are all of my double mana tapping lands, and then that's my artifact there. Very first thing I'm going to go ahead and do is I will tap for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, actually, yeah, we'll tap this for 9 because that's all got the same mana. And this I can at least make different. And I'm going to play Skitterbean Battalion.
That's 5 mana right there.
This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay. Yeah, I was wondering if that was.
Yeah, 3. It doesn't matter. It's colorless spell, so it's like it doesn't even matter.
Oh, 3 mana.
Yeah, so if he's going to enter the battlefield, when I do so, I'm going to create 2 more token. Cast it. I create 2 tokens that are copies of it, so I'm going to create 2 copies of it for a grand total of 3 of these guys. They each have a mana value of 9 because of the copies. Then I'm going to go ahead and move on to combat. And then I'm going to swing at you with Megatron. When I swing at you with Megatron, I will go ahead and sacrifice Stone Idol. When I sacrifice Stone Idol, I will deal 10 damage to that creature.
Of course. And I am taking 6 damage to the face.
Yes. Wow, 6.
Get rid of your missile.
When he dies, I will create a 6/12 colorless artifact creature token with trample.
It is 0 mana cost.
Oh, I thought it created 2. I guess it only creates 1. Yeah, so I'll just create 1 with trample. I'll create a 6/12. I thought I had a 6/12 in here, but we'll see if I actually put it in here or not.
Is it really? I thought it was 2.
I thought it was 2. Yeah,
2
go ahead and read it. It's 1 6/12. I thought it was 2 6/12s, but it's only 1 6/12.
A 6/12.
Yeah, a single 6/12. So I will create a this will be my 6/12, and I'll go ahead and use these 2 dice. So there's my 6, and there is my 12 for its toughness. That was in the graveyard because of Luminous Broadmoth. It's going to enter the battlefield again.
Of course.
And then you got Megatron. He's going to convert, and he's going to be a 7/5 tapped and attacking you. And I don't see any reason why not to swing with my Gear Hulk as well at you.
Yeah. That's going to be 7 and 5. So I'm taking 12 damage.
Yeah, I didn't take the 6 away from you yet. So we'll go ahead and we'll subtract the 6. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the non-combat. Then 7 commander damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool.
Right. Now you have 12 plus 6 mana if you want to convert your Megatron.
Yeah, well, there's going to be, it was 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, plus an additional 6 for a grand total of 20 damage. Or 20 damage that was dealt for the entire turn.
So he has 20?
So I'm going to go ahead and spend...
Colorless mana?
Yeah, 20 colorless mana. So I'm going to spend 7 of that colorless mana to cast Cyberman Squadron. Doesn't really matter. Non-legendary cards have Myriad. There's no other opponents. So, but it is meant for a pod.
13 left.
We'll get rid of 4 of it, so I got 9 left.
9 left.
And then I'm going to tap...
He's casting a Solemn Sinking Simulacrum.
I'll search my library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield, and then I'll go ahead and play the Master Multiplied.
Master Multiplied.
Yeah, spending another 4 of this, and then these 2 mana, I still have 2 left over. And a whole bunch of floating colorless. But I'll go ahead and search my library for that basic land card. I'll put it onto the battlefield tapped, and then I will pass.
Yes. This is very sad for me to try to face against. Anything else?
No, that's... I gotta move on to my end step after I shuffle.
Do your end step.
After I do my end step, I will scry 2. And then do I mill 5 cards, or do I draw a card?
I do this for the memes. Mill.
Mill. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's why we don't mill Megatron.
Why? There's 11, 15... Oh, I'm going to take 24 damage.
For the very first 2, you're going to take... It's going to be 11 damage by itself. 4 damage for Thrawn Dynamo, and then another 8 for Darksteel Monolith. And you did manage to throw a land into the graveyard.
Sad. Here we go. Because I did not have any...
Because you didn't get Nazgul, 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 Nazgul.
What I could have done was Decree of Pain and destroy all creatures, and they cannot be regenerated. But I needed another land. I was not going to get a land for... Let's see.
Did we say we were going to do 2 out of 3 for this one, or we're just doing the 1 out of 3?
I was not going to get another land for 4 more turns. 4 more turns.
Should we switch decks and try it that way for the last one? Since we're doing 2 out of 3?
If that's what you want.
Yeah, let's do that. We'll switch.
Switching.
Yeah, we're switching decks.
Megatron. You know I don't do Megatron very well.
I know I know you don't like to do it, but doesn't mean that it's not fun to at least try it. Here you go. Can I have your tokens?
Tokens.
Should I keep it the same with Saruman the White Hand? I should probably keep it the same, huh?
It's your choice. Either one is fine.
All right, I'm gonna keep it the same because I think they're all avatars, aren't they? I wonder if you could throw them in an avatar deck and make like a mono avatar deck. We'll go ahead and reset this. This is I gotta go first, but really? I did win. So, if we're going by your logic, this deck did lose.
You can decide. I am not doing that great.
We'll just roll for it. I had 12.
You still go first.
I still go first. All right, here we go. I think that's how we should do this from now on, is do 2 out of 3 and then switch the last deck.
Really?
Yeah. These games are fast. But they should be, at least.
I'm not going to do your deck very justice because I don't play this very often and I don't particularly like the...
Sacrificing? You don't like sacrificing your own stuff in order to do big damage?
Yes.
I don't mind sacrificing my own stuff to do big damage.
Well, there is sacrifice in that deck. I'm not that good at bringing that.
I'll sacrifice my life.
It's a complicated deck.
These are I would argue that both of these are truly are complicated decks. That's for certain. I'll agree to that statement. They're not the easiest play styles.
Saruman only works if you get some non-creature spells, which is the reason why I didn't cast them the whole first game, because all I got was monsters.
Oh yeah, all you got was the freaking Nazguls that just stacked on each other. Nazgul.
It was perfect.
Yeah, that was a perfect game for this deck. Yes, I totally agree, 110%. I did not get so good of a perfect, you may have needed that, but that's why we're putting it there.
I have no idea.
It was a land.
He likes to flip the top card.
I do
see what we lose.
I do like to flip the top card. There's something menacing about it.
He sent Exotic Orchard to the bottom of my library.
You. I'm going to have to roll again, because that is not enough lands. 1 land. Yeah.
Maybe it was bad, because I had 5 lands.
I will keep this hand.
Last game it was 5 lands in start.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Alright. I go first, yeah?
Yes.
I'm going to go ahead and play Escape Tunnel, but then I'm going to sacrifice it and search my library for a basic land card, and I'm going to put it onto the battlefield tapped and shuffle. And I'm going to search my library for...
You put it on the library?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I'm just sacrificing. It's actually
for a second,
like
I thought you put it on top of the library. So,
no.
Anyway.
Cool. And I'll pass. Pass to you.
We'll draw. Oh. Why'd you put this in here? That's just so creepy.
So creepy. Now I want to know what it is.
Yeah, I'm going to play Mount Doom. Definitely not playing my own deck. But I will pass.
Well, Mount Doom is great. Especially for that deck. There's so many legendary artifacts. Would you like to cut?
There you go. For attention or results?
Obviously for attention. I'm going to untap and draw a card.
He wants attention. Ladies.
I'm looking for attention, not another question. Should you stay or should you go? I'm going to go ahead and play an island for turn, and then I will pass. Look at that. See how I got all my colors like that?
Yes. I draw, and I will play a Plains. And pass.
Cool. I'm going to untap everything. I'm going to draw a card. Nice. Maybe I might be able to kill you yet. I'm going to go ahead and play Choked Estuary. When I enter the battlefield, I can reveal a swamp or an island. I'm going to reveal the swamp that's in my hand because it's got the type swamp in it.
Yes.
So it does not enter the battlefield tapped. Then I'll proceed to tap for 3, making sure that this taps for a black to go ahead and play a Nazgul. When this enters the battlefield, the ring tempts me. Whenever the ring tempts me, I get to put a +1/+1 counter on each wraith I control.
Here is your ring.
Thank you. Go ahead and put that, and we're going to put it on stage 1.
It is considered legendary. Cannot be black by greater power.
And then I'll pass.
I will draw, because I can't untap anything. I will play a swamp. Still can't. Whoa. Nah, not the swamp. Akuma Reforged goes and play tapped. It taps for black or red. When it enters, I gain 1 life. Yay. Forgive me, I am not playing this deck as it should.
I think you're doing great.
Pass.
I'm going to go ahead and untap everything. Let me go ahead and draw a card. I'm going to go ahead and play Smoldering Marsh. It enters the battlefield tapped unless I control 2 or more basic lands. I control an island and a mountain, so I control 2 or more basic lands. I then will go ahead and proceed to tap for 1, 2, and 3 to go ahead and play Worn Power Stone. It's going to enter the battlefield tapped. Since you are open, I'll go ahead and swing at you with my 2/3 Nazgul. And then I will pass.
I'll untap, draw. Play the swamp. Then I will tap for black, white, and red, and 1 other. More than meets the eye. Megatron, Destructive Force. He is living metal. As long as it's my turn, this vehicle is also a creature.
Yikes.
So that means I am open during his turn. Whenever Megatron attacks, I may sacrifice another artifact. I do not have any others. When I do, Megatron deals damage equal to the sacrifice artifact mana value to target creature.
Cool.
If excess damage would be dealt to that creature this way, instead, that damage is dealt to that creature's controller, and you convert Megatron. We will convert him later.
You're passing. Cool. I'm going to go ahead and untap everything. I'm going to go ahead and draw a card. I'm going to go ahead and play Public Thoroughfare. It enters the battlefield tapped. When it enters the battlefield, I sacrifice it unless I tap an untapped artifact or land I control. So I'm going to go ahead and tap this land, and then I'm going to go ahead and tap for 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5. I'll float a colorless to cast my commander. My commander has, whenever I cast a non-creature spell, I mass Orcs X, where X is the mana value, and then Goblins and Orcs I control have Ward 2. Since you have no blockers, because Megatron is not a creature on my turn, I'm going to swing at you with a 2, 3, and deal 2 damage to you.
Of course you will.
Then I'll pass.
Alright. I will untap. Draw. I'll play Windscarred Crag. Goes and play tapped. When it enters, I will gain 1 life. We'll give you 1 life.
Oh, you gain 1 life?
And then... going to tap 4. Play Solemn Simulacrum. Search my library for a basic land card. Put that card on battlefield tap. Then shuffle. What? I need basic. What do I want? I want a mountain. Someone give me a mountain. There's a mountain. Goes in battlefield. Tapped. Then shuffle. And you know what's going to happen to this simulacrum?
Yes.
It's going to be launched at the face of a Nazgul.
Oh, jeez. All right.
Okay. So, you can cut me if you like.
I would like to. That's what you lost.
I don't know what that was.
The mana rock. Taps from Mardu.
Megatron will attack. Sacrifice. So I'll make your Acron. I will draw a card from his death. Deal like 4 damage to Nazgul. I deal 1 damage to your face. And Megatron will convert. He is now on this side. Opponents cannot cast spells during combat. At the beginning of my post-combat main phase, I may convert Megatron. If I do, add colorless for each 1 life. My opponent has lost this turn.
I don't want to lose my commander because I kind of sort of need my commander to do what I'm going to do next. So I'm going to go ahead and just take the 7 damage. It's generally a bad idea to do this, but I'm going to go ahead and do that.
Okay. If that's what you would like to do.
It is what I would do. You're going to have 8 floating colorless mana.
Well, I will convert Megatron back to his other side, so I will get 8 colorless mana. I'm going to spend 5.
Did you draw a card from Saruman Simulacrum Dying?
I did. Spend 5 for Karn Legacy Reforged. I'll have 3 colorless mana left over. And I'm pretty sure this.
You don't lose colorless mana as faces and steps end anymore.
Beginning of upkeep, add colors for each artifact. This mana can't be spent to cast non-artifact spells. Until end of turn, you don't lose this mana to spend in phase's end. But that's this mana.
It's just referring to colorless. Yeah.
What?
Mm-hmm. It's basically like the colorless version of like Omnath.
So you wouldn't consider this mana different from what he produces?
No, not really.
Okay, so I just keep my 3.
You just keep your 3 now, yeah.
Between stages or as steps?
Yeah,
and,
steps
and phases end.
Yeah. So you just
So
keep it.
at my end step, it'll go away then.
No.
As steps and phases. You're talking about end steps? Half steps. Okay.
End steps and phases, yeah.
Okay, that is all.
Combat phases, main phases, second main phase, that kind of stuff. So basically, even through my turn, because I still have phases and stuff, those don't stop just because it's now my turn.
Legacy Reforged power and toughness are equal to the greatest mana value among artifacts I control. Megatron is a 6 mana cost.
Yeah, 6 mana cost, 6 mana value, yeah, so he's a 6/6.
I will pass.
Cool. I'm going to go ahead and untap everything, and then I'm going to go ahead and draw a card. I'm going to go ahead and play Dead Marshes. This land is a swamp in addition to its other types, and other lands, including yours, are now all swamps as well.
Yay!
I will then go ahead and I'm going to tap for 1, 2, and then I'm going to tap for Mardu to go ahead and cast In the Darkness Bind Them. I'm going to create I'm going to create an orc and a mass orc army.
Yes.
5. And then I will create a wraith, a 3/3 wraith, and the ring will tempt me. And we'll go ahead and tempt my commander.
Because this is the second time you tempted?
Yes, it is.
So now whenever you attack, you draw a card and discard a card.
Yeah. So this will be a Master Orcs 5.
Oh.
Okay. But I'm not done. But wait, we're not through yet.
But wait,
actually,
more.
I am.
There's more.
Never mind, I am. So this will be on step 1 of 7. I will then go ahead and proceed on to combat, and I will swing my commander at you. When I do so, I will draw a card, then discard a card.
You should discard any Nazguls you have. All of them. Because we don't want them on the board at
I
all.
will discard that card, though. Then I'll move on to, I'll deal 2 commander damage to you.
2 commander damage. Why?
Because you can't block him because you're a guy creature.
5/6/6. Why not? Oh, you're right.
It's a 2.
I have greater power.
You have greater power. With greater power comes greater responsibility, so you must accept my damage to you.
Yes, I accept your damage. Even if it is emotional, I will cover for it.
You'll cover. Oh, man. So we'll go ahead and tap that. I'm going to tap for 3 for my second main phase, and I'm going to create General Crate the Bolt Bringer. Whenever one or more goblins I control attack, I get to create a 1/1 red goblin creature token, tapped and attacking. Whenever another creature I control enters, General Cat the Bolt Bringer deals 1 damage to each opponent.
Wow.
And then I will pass.
You will pass. I will untap. Draw. Ooh, I just realized what you were just like. Yeah, that's.
It was probably a bad idea, but I did so anyways.
I'm going to tap 1, 2, 3 black, and 3 others. You know what? Their name is Death. Destroy all non-artifact creatures.
You suck! Oh, man.
It's okay.
But now you can't convert Megatron.
Because we go to combat, and I would have to sacrifice my 5. No.
But there's no target for you to actually...
It's fine.
Yeah.
What I'm going to do... I'm going to play Evolving Wilds, sacrifice it. Search your library for a basic land, put it on battlefield, tap, then shuffle. I wish I had 1 more mana, but I can't. I'm just going to...
Did you already spend the 3 colorless that you had?
No, it's still there. I need 1 more. But you're taking 10 damage.
Ew. 4 of its commander?
4 is commander, yes.
We're going to go like that. And I'm going to take an additional 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cool.
There's no, I pass.
You're searching your library for...
Basic land, put on battlefield tap.
Yeah, for the...
For
Evolving
Wilds.
I'm going to go ahead and untap everything. I will go ahead and move this to stage 2. I'm going to create a Wraith. I'm going to be tempted by the ring a 3rd time. And I'll go ahead and attach this to my Ring Bearer, which is going to be this Wraith. Whenever the Ring Bearer becomes blocked by a creature, that creature's controller sacrifices it at the end of combat. My Wraith has Summoning Sickness because it doesn't have haste. And then I'll proceed to draw. I am going to go ahead and tap for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I'm going to play Living Death.
Oh.
Each player exiles all creature cards from their graveyards and sacrifices all creatures they control. Put all cards they exile this way on the bottom of their... Put all cards exiled this way onto the battlefield, and all creature cards this way into the graveyard.
Simulacrum will come back, and I will get to look for another basic land.
You're welcome!
Megatron is not a creature at this time, so he stays on the field.
But I will get my creatures back and more. When these enter the battlefield, that's going to cause my Nazgul to enter the battlefield, and he's going to get tempted by the ring. So he's going to put a +1/+1, and I'm going to go ahead and have... we'll go ahead and have my commander beat this. However, whenever another creature I control enters, this creature is going to deal 1 damage to each opponent. Since I'm going to have this trigger enter the battlefield because these other creatures entered, we're going to go ahead and do 1, 2, 3, 4 damage to you. And I never had to swing.
Did you make a goblin?
No. Because it's whenever they attack, I create the goblin.
Oh, I see. Yes.
And then when he enters the battlefield, target player mills 3 cards, and then I amass Orcs X, where X is the number of instants and sorceries in that player's graveyard.
It's better for yourself.
I will go ahead and mill for myself, because I do think that is better. So I'm going to mill 3 cards. And then I have only 1 sorcery inside my graveyard. So I will amass Orcs 1. It is another creature entering the battlefield as a trigger, so I'm going to cause you to lose 1 more life.
Wow. That was quite the reversal. We're not playing Uno here.
Yeah, I like to think that we kind of sort of are. That's what you lost. Oh, that's a good one for
Wow.
you to lose. That's a good one for you to freaking lose. All right, and then I will go ahead and pass because all my creatures have summoning sickness.
How many? Your armor didn't go up? I thought you had more than that from your grave. Instants and sorceries?
Yeah, I only have the one. There's the one.
Oh, sad.
It's the one I cast.
Very sad. Sad little... I'm saying.
I know it's sad. Okay, I'm trying over here.
I will untap. Draw. I'll play Smoldering March. It enters because I have 2 or more basic lands. And... I don't know, how many basics do you have in this deck?
Not exactly a whole lot. If you played every single non-basic or every single basic land fetch, you'd pull them all. That much I do know. And I did that intentionally so I could play them all and not worry about not finding something.
Okay. Technically, I don't have that.
Nope. Because I got rid of your Karn, so you lost it as the phase den.
What I'll do, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Six. Play Steel Seraph. At the beginning of combat on my turn, target creature I control gains my choice of flying, vigilance, or lifelink until end of turn.
Where are the Nazguls?
What?
Why aren't the Nazguls behaving like this for me?
Sorry. I'm gonna have Megatron attack. I'm gonna sacrifice Solemn Simulacrum, dealing 4 damage to do it to your general crate.
Oh man, gosh dang it. Okay, so you're gonna deal 2 damage to my face.
And Megatron is going to convert, and he's going to be flying at this time.
Alright, I don't have any flying blockers, so I will have to take the 7 Chimera damage to the face.
Solomon Simulacrum lets me draw a card when he dies. So there was 2 excess damage from Simulacrum, dealing 7 damage to you, dealing 7 more, so it's going to go to 9. Colorless mana as I convert him back over to his tank. I will then I am going to play at my second main phase, play Helm of the Host, and the rest to equip to Steel Seraph.
Ew.
That is all I will do. I will pass.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and untap everything. I'm going to go ahead and increase this to level 3. I'm going to create a Wraith creature token, and the ring will tempt me. We'll go ahead and just keep that on my commander. And then I will go ahead and put a +1/+1 counter on each wraith I control.
You're fully tempted now.
Oh, I've been fully tempted.
Oh, jeez. I'm sorry.
Yeah. And then I'll go ahead and proceed to my draw step. I'll draw a card. And then, here we go. Now we're cooking. I'll go ahead and tap for 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to go ahead and play Plantier Orthonic. And then I'm going to go ahead and tap for 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to go ahead and play Full Ray of Orcs. I'm going to amass 2 Orcs.
Ooh.
But, because I'm casting the spell, I'll go ahead and do this first. So this is going to go on the stack above this because it's happening in response to this. And that's going to have me amass Orcs 4. So I'm going to add 4 more counters to this. We're going to go put that at 6 with another +1/+1 counter. We'll use this one right here. Keep it consistent. Oh, right there. There we go. And then I will deal X damage to target creature and opponent controls where X is the amassed Orcs army's power. It's a 7. I'll deal 7 damage to your flying creature there.
Yep. Well, that hurts. So much for that plan.
And then I'm going to go ahead and move on to combat. Since you're entirely open, I don't see any reason why not to. I'm going to swing with my commander at you. I'll swing with a 3/4, a 3/4, a 7/7, and this wraith had just entered, so I can't swing it with you. So that's going to be 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 total damage. And then, as an attack trigger, I'll have to draw a card and discard a card. I will draw a card, and I will... Oh my gosh, I don't want to. I will discard that card. I'll move on to my end step. I will go ahead and scry 2. And I'll go ahead and put a counter on this. Do I mill 1 card, or do I draw a card?
I'll let you mill.
Oh, oh man!
1 mana? 2 mana.
2 mana. It was 2 mana. You suck. I will go ahead and proceed to pass.
I will untap. Draw. Play command tower. Ridiculous. You're at your 3rd stage of your saga already?
Yeah, when it goes on upkeep, I will move on to the 4th.
Okay.
Megatron, its mana value per Phyrexian all will be 1. When they started in March of the Machines, when they created the double-sided tokens, the mana value is the same on the front versus the back.
Yep. I guess I can do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't do that. It's not a creature equip.
It is a creature.
Oh, it is during my turn, yes.
Yeah, Megatron is a creature on your turn.
Okay. But then when I go to combat, he'll create a second one with haste.
Yeah.
Bolt attacking. Gonna have that's gonna be crazy because then I'm gonna have 1 sacrifice to the Helm Host, dealing 5 damage to your only blocker, and then you're gonna take 14 damage to your face.
Oh my gosh. Oh, ew!
And that's game.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're right, that is. Holy frick. Oh my gosh. Frick. I thought I had another shot. I had a Nazgul. Another Nazgul.
Either way, it's either you're losing to commander damage or you're taking 14 damage.
Oh, man. GG. And that is why you do sacrifice, man. That was exactly how you play that. On the edge of your seat. Holy frick. That is coming out of left field. I should have had you. I should have freaking had you. Gosh.
If you had one more blocker, that's all you needed.
I didn't think I needed it. I had the one blocker. Your creatures didn't have menace. Holy frick.
The thing is, all I had was Megatron. As you've blocked one, all your things have blocked.
Yeah, you create the token, you swing with them, and then you sacrifice Helm of the Host. You didn't even... I thought you were going to... I was usually use it to sacrifice the other Megatron, but you sacrificed Helm of the Host. Yeah. And that made it so there was a free 14. Holy frick. That is brilliant. That is absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, I guess.
That was a brilliant play. I never thought about playing it that way.
Well, I would have to use it or it was going to be useless because it's going to unequip that man stuff.
Holy frick.
Or just leave him as a creature. I don't know.
No, that was beautiful. That was absolutely beautiful. All right.
I'll sold these tokens. What do you need these sideboards?
The sideboards are because I'm indecisive and the cards are way too freaking good.
Indecisive.